Hi, my name is Christina Phillips, and I'm the writer of Good Time Girl.
And my name is Chris Shields, and I'm the director of Good Time Girl. And we're here to talk to you about our brand new upcoming short film from Cinema Shields that I think you guys might want to check out and give us money for. Christina wrote this script last summer, the summer of 2025, and pitched it to me because we were eager to start collaborating more. And upon first read, I immediately fell in love with this script. I love the world, I love the characters, and I really love the story behind it.
I had just gotten out of a relationship, and I was experiencing a lot of anxiety and fear about what being in the dating pool again was going to look like because of the effects of a traumatic and exploitative relationship.
As a director and a filmmaker, I have a passion for telling these kind of undertold stories that deal with heavier subjects. This is far and away probably the most meaningful and important story that I've told in the realm of fiction filmmaking, but also the most difficult to tell for that same reason.
I wrote Good Time Girl because the devil that you know is always better than the devil that you don't. And I felt like I really just needed to explore what a worst case scenario could look like, getting back into things, sort of getting back on the saddle. It's easier to face those fears when they feel defined and not nebulous or vague. I also really wanted to create a character in a moment that feels so incredibly isolating and lonely, so that people who see themselves in that character, who see themselves in Bridget and see their trauma and their anxieties and their fears reflected in her, can feel like they're with her in that moment. They can feel like they're not alone, or at the very least, like they're alone together.
There's a lot of harsh and heavy subject matter at play that you frankly don't see a lot in film, and especially not in the indie film scene. So my biggest inspiration for this script is also the biggest challenge that we're striving every day to overcome and do justice and tell with the importance and power and respect that the story deserves.
Right now, we are in the pre-production stage. What that looks like for me is a lot of prop shopping, a lot of putting together the different rooms and sets that we'll be using.
Like for me, as a director and the cinematographer of the film, right now I have spent the last month, maybe more, assembling a crew. These are predominantly people that I work with on every movie that I make. So in the credits, you'll see a lot of familiar names and familiar faces. I'm also working on the back end, trying to assemble our cast. These are roles that are very sensitive and have a lot of moving parts and a lot of emotional and physical intimacy and challenging subjects for any actor of any experience level to tackle. So, we're going to find the right people, and that time is right around the corner. I've also been working with our art department trying to visualize set design and prop design to give this movie the feel that we're really going for. I'm assembling all of our gear, been location scouting for, maybe 4 months or so now. Since I'm also shooting the movie, I've also been working on storyboards and mood boards. We're planning to shoot this film in early and mid-April, which is just a little under 2 months away. Oh, Jesus Christ. We're a little under 2 months away from shooting this movie. So we're getting right down to the wire, and balls are rolling, gears are turning.
Any project like this requires a certain amount of blood, sweat, and tears, but there's only so far that blood, sweat, and tears can get you. Every project like this also requires funding. And that is why we are here talking to you today.
Of course, it's never expected, and I don't want anybody to feel obligated. But if you have any interest in the project or my work or the work of any of these talented filmmakers behind the project, help feed us, help us buy some of these props, help us secure some of these locations that, is a little bit of extra money digging into our own pocketbook.
Everyone involved in this project believes that it is an important story, and that seeing a story like this will help survivors emotionally. It will help people feel less alone. It will help people feel represented. We want as many people to hear that message and to see themselves represented as possible. In order for that to happen, we do need funds.
We plan to donate a portion of our proceeds to a local organization dealing with helping women and families in times of crisis, because the story demands it. This is a story that touches people in our everyday lives, whether we realize it or not, or maybe even you personally sympathize with this story. So we wanted to not only shed light on stories like this that Bridget is going through, but also be able to support people going through things like this who can see something in this movie, relate to it, and also hopefully get a little bit of benefit by the end of the production process.
So, if you are feeling generous, or if you believe in the message of this film as much as every single person working on this project, we encourage you to donate. Thank you very much.